Hello, and welcome to the praxis flow for today. You can begin with either square breathing, 4 breaths, 4 count in, 4 count hold, 4 count out, 4 count hold. You could do 4, 4, 8, 4 in, 4 hold, 8 exhaling, or cyclical sighing. Any technique you wish. Placing your hand on your heart as we pray the Christ hymn from Colossians 1:15 through 20. The Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth. And take a moment now to ask, who is Christ to you? How are you reconciling yourself to God through Christ and through this practice today? And now, you can take your hand off your heart, open your eyes, and come to the front of your mat for a warm-up. And begin with rolling your hips in little circles, first in one direction, then the next. Bending the knees and rotating the knees slightly to the right, making circles and then reversing. Open the hips up, making circles again, bent knee. Roll the shoulders, first in small circles, then in big wide circles. Reversing. And swinging the arms in front, right arm on top and then left arm. Just getting some movement back, blood flowing. Rotating the shoulders from right to left. Stretch up, big hands overhead, and shake it all out. All right, and then coming to the front of the mat in mountain pose. And driving the big and pinky toe and the heel into the mat. Bending the knees slightly, tucking the pelvis. Lifting the shoulders up to the ears and then dropping them back down the back about halfway, opening the hands forward, tucking the chin slightly and lifting the back of the head. This is our mountain position as we begin to breathe deeply in through the nose, into the chest, and then filling the belly. This is our standard breath technique, then coming up and out from the belly, through the chest and out the nose. You can do ocean breath if you know how to do that. Otherwise, just try to practice this into the chest, then into the belly, then up and out from the belly, through the chest and the nose. Then inhaling, bringing the arms up overhead, and exhaling, bringing them down to the sides. Inhaling, arms up overhead, timing with the breath, and exhaling to the side, hands down to the side. One more time here, inhaling up, and then fold forward, exhale, bending the knees slightly, inhaling, coming up. And then once again, we're going to fold forward, exhaling, lengthening the breath to pace with the movement. Inhaling up, arms overhead, and then exhaling, coming down with hands to heart. Whoop, Jamie wasn't quite ready for that. Then we'll move into sun salutation. We'll do one sun salutation. And just on the left side, inhaling, arms up, exhaling, coming down, knees bent, back arched, Inhaling, left foot back, chest up. Exhaling, downward dog, pressing the chest into the mat. Holding the breath, knees, chin, chest down to the ground. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling into downward dog. Inhaling, left leg forward, right knee down, look up. Exhaling, closing the stance. Inhale, lifting up, hands overhead, eyes forward. Exhaling, hands to the side. Very good. Inhaling into chair, knees bent, pelvis back, back arched, arms up. And then exhale, hands together, palms together, and twist to the right, tucking the left elbow over that right knee. Exhale, arms open in revolved chair pose. Inhale, coming out of the twist, straightening up, hands overhead, and then exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, putting the right foot back and coming into warrior one, hands up overhead, hips square with the front of the mat. Exhale, bringing the hands back behind the back, interlacing the fingers and gently looking up. On the next exhale, fold forward over the left knee. Inhale, come back up. If you have it in your practice to look up, you can. If not, just look forward for more balance. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding forward. Come gently. And we're going to hold here. And hold here for 4 counts. Deeply inhaling and exhaling with our ocean breath. One more. Inhale, come up. Inhale, lifting up out of the position and going into warrior one again. And then extending the arms into warrior two, pivoting into warrior two. Keeping the left knee bent at 90-degree angles. Inhale, coming to straight leg. Exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale, come up. Exhale into warrior two, knee at a 90-degree angle. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale into warrior two and holding here for 4 breaths. Back leg firm, pushing back, foot at a 45-degree angle, arms parallel to the floor. One more breath here. And exhale into mountain pose. Lifting the arches up, bending the knees. Jamie's going to move to the other side of the mat, but you can stay where you are. Now we're going to do the sun salutation from the right side to complete the cycle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending forward, rounding the back, planting the hands on the mat. Inhale, right leg back, right knee down, look up. And exhale, downward dog, pressing the chest towards the mat. Holding the breath, zigzag line on the floor, knees, chin, chest, and then inhale, heart up, cobra, tucking the toes, pushing back. Exhale, downward dog, adjusting the feet. Inhale, right foot up, left knee down gently onto the mat, look up. Exhale, close the stance, folding forward, rounded back. Inhale, sweeping up, arms overhead. Exhale, arms to the side. Very good. Inhale, sweeping up to chair, extending the buttocks out. Toes should be visible beyond the knees. Exhale, hands together and twist to the left. Right elbow tucked outside the left knee. Inhale, extending the arms out into revolved chair pose variation. Inhale, sweeping up out of the pose, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the side, back into mountain pose. Very good. Inhale, stepping the left leg back, sweeping the arms up into warrior one once again. Right knee at a 90-degree angle, hips square with the front of the mat. Exhale, bring the arms back behind yourself, interlace the fingers, and exhale, leaning forward. Deep forward fold. Inhale up, extending the chin up if it's in your practice today. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale up. Exhale, folding forward. And holding here for 4 breaths. Seeing if you can extend the arms back, pulling them out behind you, pressing the shoulders back together, keeping that left leg firm behind you. Finally, one more inhale, and then sweeping up into warrior one before exhaling down into warrior two once again. Right knee bent at a 90-degree angle, looking out over the right wrist. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale up. Exhale into warrior two. Try to go deeper each time, trying to bring that thigh parallel. Inhale up. Trying to bring that thigh parallel to the ground. And then hold here for 4 breaths. Keeping the arms parallel, driving that back foot into the mat. Looking out over the right wrist. One more breath here. And then straightening the leg, dropping the arms, and stepping forward into mountain pose once again. Lifting the shoulders up to the ears and dropping them down halfway down the back, hands forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, sweep vinyasa down to the floor. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, the flat back, hands on the shins, and then exhaling back down, stepping back or hopping back into plank pose, keeping the back flat, and exhaling into down dog. Exhale, reaching the left arm over to the right ankle and holding here for 4 breaths in revolved downward facing dog pose. And on your next exhale, coming out of the pose back into downward dog. Inhale to plank. Taking a deep breath here. And when you're ready on your next exhale, pushing back into downward dog. Inhale, reverse, bringing the right arm to the left ankle and holding here for 4 breaths. And then inhaling into plank again. Exhaling back into downward dog. And on your next inhale, bringing the right leg back, and exhale, bringing it down and across to the right elbow. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, across to the elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale to elbow. And then hold here for 4 breaths. This is the Hatha style yoga where we do things dynamically. And when you're ready on the next exhale, coming back into downward dog. And then inhale, bring the left leg back. And exhale, bring it across to the right elbow. Inhale, leg back. Exhale across to the elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Across the body. Inhale back. And exhale. Left knee to right elbow and hold here. It could be a challenging pose. You could always just go down a table. One more breath. And then exhale into downward dog. Inhale, bringing the right leg back and then forward into low lunge crescent twist. Bring the left knee down, extending the arms parallel to the ground and looking to the right. We are going to then cartwheel the right hand down and looking left with the left arm straight up into the air and hold here. One more breath. And then exhale into plank. And then downward dog. Lifting up the left leg into three-legged dog. Bring that right knee down, that left leg forward into low crescent lunge, and then looking to the left. Holding here. And then cartwheeling the left arm down and looking right. Right hand extended, lifted up to the sky as though it's being pulled by an invisible hand from the sky. And then exhale, bringing that right arm down onto the ground and extending into plank again. On your next exhale, pushing out into downward dog. And then inhale, left foot back, and then bringing it forward into pigeon pose. Getting the right leg down on the ground, lifting the chest up, planting the arms firmly on the mat. One more breath here, and then exhale, pushing back into downward dog. Lifting the right leg back and forward, coming into pigeon. Trying to lift the chest up high, arching the back, bringing the shoulders down and together, lifting the chin up, and then exhaling into downward dog. Holding here for 4. And on your next exhale, bringing the knees gently down into neutral tabletop. Inhaling to cat-cow. Inhale, arching the back. Inhale, bowing the back down. Exhale, driving the hips into the ground. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, looking up. Inhale, arching the back up. Exhale, arching the back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And then coming to neutral table. Inhale, extending the right arm out, threading the needle. And coming to threaded needle pose, looking to the left. Holding here, trying to extend that right arm out as far as possible. And then inhale, coming up again to neutral tabletop. Inhale, bringing the left arm out and then over, threading the needle, looking over to the right side. Holding for one more breath. And then exhale, coming back to neutral. And then pushing back onto thunderbolt position, sitting on the backs of the heels, and move forward into our back poses and inversions. First will be bridge pose with foot on knee. So coming onto your back, placing your feet onto the mat, knees up in the air, arms to the side, palms down. Place the right foot on the left knee and pushing up into bridge on the inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale up, arching the bottom of the back, the mid back, pushing up against the shoulders into the mat. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then we're just going to switch legs. Left foot on right knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Then with both feet on the ground, inhale, lifting the arms up overhead into a bridge, a full bridge pose here, with only the shoulders and the back of the head touching the ground. Holding here for 4 breaths. One more breath. And then exhale, bringing the hands back down to the side and resting the back gently on the ground. We're going to move into shoulder stance. You can also do simply another bridge or legs up the wall. If you're doing the shoulder stance, bringing the hands under the buttocks, the shoulder blades together. On the inhale, lifting up and bringing the body into the shoulders, onto the shoulders, legs fully extended, arms on low back. Inhale, bringing the right knee down. Exhale, straight leg. Inhale, left knee down. Exhale, straight legs. Alternate 4 dynamic on each side. Inhale, bringing the knees towards the forehead. Exhaling, extending the knees, the legs straight, toes pointed into the air. And then we'll hold, making sure you're not putting stress or weight on your neck, but instead on the shoulders. One more breath. Then exhale into plow pose, bringing the legs forward and then gently down onto the ground. Hands and feet open. So you do a mini resting pose here and just enjoy some of the release of the posture. Just feeling this sense of release, and then bringing the right foot down onto the mat, turning left, laying flat on the belly, hands to the side, forehead on the mat, toes pointed, and then inhale into cobra variation with arms back, bringing the arms back and up, exhaling, forehead back onto the ground. Inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, hold here for 4 counts. And then exhale, releasing, bringing the hands to the side and then bringing them underneath the shoulders into a conventional cobra. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the heart to the sky. In cobra, holding here for 4 counts. One more breath. And then relaxing down onto the ground, pushing back into wide-kneed child pose. Resting here for one more breath. And then exhaling into Thunderbolt once again as we sit on the back of the heels. And then extending the legs forward into Sage Twist Pose Variation number 1. So bringing the right leg up, foot on the mat, twisting to the left, bringing the left elbow outside the right knee. Saying hi to Jamie. Palm facing forward. Holding here on the exhale, twisting deeper. On the inhale, lifting from the crown of the head to lengthen the spine. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, extending the right leg forward again. You can shake the knees out a little bit. Inhaling the left knee up and exhale. Twisting to the left, bringing the right elbow outside the left knee. Holding here for 4 counts, 4 deep breaths. Trying to move deeper into the pose with each exhale. One more breath here. And then coming out of the pose, shaking the knees, sitting forward on the sit bones, moving into rowing boat flow. So inhale, bringing the arms back, leaning back slightly, and then exhale, extending forward, bringing the hands over the tops of the toes. Inhale back, extending forward, inhale back, extending forward, inhale back, extending forward, and then holding here for 4. Trying to bring the hands to over the tops of the feet or to the ankles, as far as you can though in your practice. And then finally coming up, inhaling up and relaxing down onto final resting pose. Here we rest everything in our final relaxation, allowing the attention to move up from the feet, letting the feet just dissolve from our consciousness, calves, the knees, thighs, hips, across to the hands and the upper arms, feeling that sense of just dissolving away into the breath, the low back and the belly, moving up to the chest, the upper arms, the upper back, letting everything just dissolve. Anything we can't relax, just accepting that it's there. Relaxing the shoulders, any tension around the neck that may remain, the jaw, the face, all the way up to the crown of the head, until we're not aware of anything but the breath. And then even letting that go. And then coming back into our awareness of our breath. Moving the head from side to side. Rolling the shoulders slightly, coming back into our bodies, awareness of our bodies. wrinkling the fingers and toes, waking the body up, lifting that left foot onto the mat, pushing to the right, planting the hand out on the mat and coming up to seated position. We get ready for our silent prayer practice. Putting the hand on the heart once again, returning to our deep breathing practice, square breathing, asymmetrical breathing, whichever our practice is. And then just taking a minute here for silent practice like centering prayer, ceaseless prayer. As thoughts come up, we become aware of them. Just return to our sacred word. If we're practicing centering prayer, just returning to our repeated prayer. If we practice ceaseless prayer, and just taking a moment for inner silence. And come back, dropping the hand from the chest. And thank you for coming today to this practice, and may our Heavenly Father comfort and keep you in the days ahead. May you go forth with the love of Christ, and it's a blessing to your neighbor and unto life everlasting. Maranatha. See you next time.